key thing I need to mention, realistically and honestly, because I feel it needs to be addressed, is concerning Libera'Sean. Now, I know he's involved in the M Cave mystery and has been for some time, and he's done his bit and he's put effort in with the hikes. But it's just recently, I don't know if it's something going on in his life, something bad that may have happened. I don't know, because how would I? But I've noticed a change in his behaviour, in his attitude, and I guess overall body language. And it'll become a bit clearer in a second. So as we know, you know, like with the live streams back in the past with the M Cave and stuff, it was like, we're a community, we help one another, we're in this together, let's solve it along the way, etc. Well, that seems to be the complete opposite to what I just saw today with Sean himself. Basically, small backstory, I messaged Sean today, Telegram, just to suggest a few videos or whatnot, like with the codes and the threats in the past and the comment, as well as really Robin. And the response I got from Libera'Sean was a response I've never quite seen before. So I'll show you a screenshot right now. So as you can see on screen, this was the conversation with me and Sean. I'm highlighted in green with my message, basically sharing that code, that message, and the potential link to this recent comment. And this is what Sean had to say. "You're on your own, Andrew. I don't want anything to do with what you have going on here. Stop messaging me about this stuff, please. There are much bigger issues at hand with our world, and you should be paying attention to that if you care about your future and freedom." So yeah, definitely a stark contrast from how Libera'Sean was in the past. So I just left one more reply or so, and it was about Really Robin, because his channel content has been deleted from the looks of it. And Sean said this: "I don't care about him as well. He tried to set me up. Careful with the case, and remember, you are attempting to solve a murder. The people or beings who murdered him are always watching." So once again, how strange. All by Libera'Sean. The reason why I picked up on it is because, you know, Libera'Sean, he was like really involved in the mystery. And even with the threats and warnings in the past, it didn't seem to bother him too much. He was still willing to carry on. But in recent time, it's changed. And like with the whole community, live streams, we're in this together, we're a community, we help one another out. And now this person's saying you're on your own. It just seems a little bit hypocritical, realistically. It is a fact, being hypocritical. 1 minute you're this, or 1 minute you say this, then the next minute you do the complete opposite. One thing I will say, and do acknowledge, obviously, is where he mentioned there are much bigger issues going on in the world. I understand that and acknowledge that to an extent, because that's probably what Libera'Sean is covering on his YouTube channel at the moment and elsewhere as well, because that's more important, I guess. But still, you can sense a kind of sharpness in attitude and response. I don't know, it just seems a little bit abrupt. That's what I'd say, a little bit abrupt, because I've seen how he's responded in the past. You know, in the past he was like, "Oh yeah, don't worry, these warnings are nothing, I've been through it, it's nothing." And then other times he's said, "Oh yeah, nice video, that's cool, ooh, great spot, good find, you did well spotting that." And yet it's all the complete opposite. And like with that, I don't care anymore. I don't understand what's happened. Do you understand what I'm trying to get at? So the final thing I wanted to conclude with was not long after that conversation with Sean, I noticed Sean's profile picture changed to the letter L, and his activity status was classified as last seen a long time ago. Now, why is that, considering I spoke to him an hour beforehand? Well, it leads to one of two things. Either one, his account was deleted, or two, most likely, I was blocked. And that's the most likely explanation. Personally, seems a little far-fetched, bit over the top. I simply question something, and you get blocked. So much for free speech. Seems a bit ironic, that, doesn't it? So I hope the video makes sense. What it's just basically highlighting is a change in behaviour and attitude, because, you know, psychologically and like sociologically, because I've studied it in the past, I can see the change in human behaviour, how people operate, how people are at a certain point in time, and how they are post-event, etc. And like psychological aspects behind it, certain factors, elements that are involved which can alter and change the moods and behaviour of people, and you know, cause all kinds of disruption. But in this case, I'm not quite sure what's exactly happened or what's gone wrong. This video isn't about some kind of witch hunt, you know, like how some people do, like liberals and all that. It's more of just highlighting something has changed. Something has obviously changed. You go from being one thing to the complete different of what you once were. So yeah, I don't know if this video will get resistance. I have a strong feeling it will, but you know, it's going to be misunderstood, isn't it? But you know, you've got to say it how it is and show it for what it is, because one thing for certain, with this M Cave mystery and whatnot, for like, you know, for definite, it's a mystery, but then there's like a subsection of a mystery which has been shown where people have come in who have been a bit odd, acted a bit strange, done certain things or said certain stuff which is weird. There's been other people that have completely disappeared, like really Robin, like I guess Michelle, like Eric the Hiker, and even Kenny Beach himself. But then there's been some people that have changed in behaviour and attitude. For example, really Robin, how he changed all of a sudden, involved in the M Cave, really enthusiastic, and then just completely gone. And then like with Sean, interested in the M Cave, the threats didn't bother him for most part of it at the time, and you know, he was appreciative and acknowledged interest from other people, what they saw, what they picked up on. That's changed as well. Do you see? I don't know if this is some kind of hierarchical structure. I don't know how it's layered, and I don't know what the foundation is. But there is something external which is influencing each person on the ranking. You know, where do I stand in all of this? I don't really want to know, to be honest.